Good day, good day, good day, everybody. So I'm not sure what is happening, but it looks like I'm not connected somehow. And I'm not sure why that is happening because I don't see anyone right now. So, huh, let's see. We're going to keep going. I'm not sure. You know what I'll try to do? Let me see if I can share. I'm going to forward this to my other page and see if you are all able to find me. Because right now, I don't see any indication. I see, oh, I just got a hug from somebody. So that's good. That's good. You know, I'm producing myself. I'm producing myself. I'm doing the best that I can. But clearly, there's something that I'm missing in setting up the show. So let me press on. Good day, everybody. Good day. Good day, Tim. It's good to see you. Tim, could you put in the comments where you're watching me from? Are you watching me from my I Am Red Melissa page, or are you watching me from another another page? Let me know. I'm just curious as to what I might be doing wrong. So, welcome everybody. Or you'll see this later in the replay. But welcome. I am Red Melissa. Yeah, I know it's on Facebook. What page are you on, Tim? Are you on the I am Red Melissa page? Are you on the New Thought Media Network Facebook page? I'm just curious what Facebook page you're on. So just a little bit more specific. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. All right, everybody. So I am Red Melissa. Let's bring it back. Yes, let's bring back that energy. I hope all is well with you. Welcome to Sip with Red Melissa. As I mentioned, I am producing myself today, and for a minute, I will be producing myself, and I will share an update on Sekou at the end of today's um, sip, because some of you have been reaching out to me regarding Sekou, and so I do have a update that I can share with you all. So please stay tuned for that. All right, so we are in our avocation series. We're in our avocation series. Let me just throw that up. Well, first let's throw up Sit with Red Melissa. SIP is spirit in practice, where we are practicing because we know that practice makes progress. Yes. I am Red Melissa. Welcome to Sip with Red Melissa. And thank you for joining as we continue our avocation series today. So, the definition, I'll share that again. Avocation, one's true work, our natural passion. And the origins of the word is a calling away. What calls you away? What's calling to you, right? And yesterday we talked about the distinction between vocation and avocation, right? The distinction between those two. Because many of us have a vocation, right? We have our work that we do, and however way we may feel about it may not be our avocation or avocation, right? It may not be our avocation where we feel passionate about it, right? Where we feel passionate and in tune with it. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So, so I want to explore that some more. Good day, mommy. Okay, I see some of you all joining in now. So I'm not sure what the delay is. I have to look into that. I have to look into that. But we're moving forward. We're in our Avocation series, and we've been talking about, yesterday, we were talking about the difference between vocation and avocation. Simone, it's good to see you. And so it's wonderful when both align. It's wonderful when our passion, our calling is in alignment with our work, right? The work that we do, some every day, some 5 times a week, whatever it is that is your job or your work, right? But oftentimes that's not the case. Oftentimes our vocation is over here and our vocation is over here, and there's no meeting between the two. There's no integration of the two. So we could spend our time being miserable, right, with our vocation, with our work, right, and being excited and enjoy about our avocation. How do we bring those two together? How can we align ourselves with our passion and be more in our passion, more in our calling? How can we do that, right? By using the feeling tone that you have for your avocation and bringing that to your work. So if my feeling tone is a feeling tone of joy, right? If my feeling tone is a feeling tone of joy, then I will bring that feeling tone to everything that I do, even to my work. That may not be my passion, that may not be my calling. I'm so grateful that it is now in my life. But for many, 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 many moons, it wasn't, right? I would wake up in the morning and I would be like, oh God, I gotta go to work. Oh God, right? Who wants to feel that way all day, 8 hours a day? So, how can we start to make the alignment between the two so that there's no separation? They're not severed from each other. So, I like this word severed, and I'm going to use it in the context of this wonderful show that I just finished watching season 1 of, and it's called Severance. So I don't know if you're up on this show. It's a new show. It started earlier this year. It's directed by Ben Stiller, who's an amazing comedian, but he's not in it. He's just directing a lot of the episodes. It's a psychological thriller and a very dark comedy, right? And it has people in it that we know. It has Adam Scott, Patricia Arquette, Christopher Walken, John Turturro. So, like, seasoned actors, right? And it is awesome. So, like I said, I just finished watching season 1 yesterday, right? It's eight episodes. And it took me a little bit to get through them over time because I don't really binge anymore. And so this is the premise. And think about this in the sense of vocation and avocation, okay? And how they are severed from each other in many, 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 many cases, right? So the premise of the show is they're office workers. They work for this technology company called Lemon, right? And they make a decision to go through a surgical process in their brain to have a chip inserted into their brain so that their memories can be separated from their work memories and their personal life memories. So they surgically divide their work and their personal lives from each other. So your personal life has no memories of your work life, and your work life has no memories of your personal life. It's severed. And that's how some of us are living, right? We have joy over here, but the what we spend most of our time at work, for some of us 8 hours plus, right, is severed from the joy. There's no memory of the joy in the work, right? And so we have the opportunity to bring those two back together, to integrate, right? And so the show shows what happens when you live in this separation, right? And what you go through, what these characters go through for integration. It is extraordinary. It's extraordinary. I highly recommend it. The show is called Severance and it comes on Apple TV. So are you living a life that's severed? That's severed from your true calling? That's severed from your passion? That's severed from what brings you joy, that makes you feel good? That's severed from your calling, that's severed from your gifts, right? How can you integrate that back into your life, into your work life, right? So many of you know that my profession has been in human resources. So I have over 20, going on 30 years of experience in human resources. And I've been at the executive level. I worked for very large nonprofit organizations. And many of you know about my journey, especially in my last job that I accepted, that I resigned from in 3 weeks, mainly because it was severed from what brings me joy, right? So I got clarity about what it is that is really my avocation in the HR space, right? I still love HR, right? But I love it in a certain way now, right? So I redesign what that is for me and how I can incorporate it into my avocation, into my passion of listening, my passion of building, my passion of being of support, right? My passion of creating authentic experiences of work for employees where they are celebrated for all that they are, where they could bring the wholeness that they are to their work, that where they can bring their passion to the work, right? We don't have to have the experience of living a severed life in our work. Show up as your quality, right? You know, I'm always going to take us back to our quality, that quality that we're embracing for 2022. If your quality is resilience, bring that resiliency to the work. Bring that bliss to the work. Bring that love to the work. Because when you're doing that, you're bringing more of who you are. And that can't help but have a positive impact in the environment, right? So that we can have integration, so we can have alignment again within ourselves. We don't want to live splintered, right? I know I don't. I want to have joy everywhere, all aspects of my life. Joy. Joy in my HR work, joy in my ministry. My HR work now is a part of my ministry of joy. It's not separate and apart from it anymore. Ah, I am so grateful for that, for this journey that has led these paths to meet up again, right? So if that can happen for me, I know it can happen for you too. But we have to change the way in which we're holding it, our perspective of separation, and come back into the wholeness, right? We were not created in separation. We were created in wholeness, right? So we look for the opportunities for wholeness. We look for the opportunities for our quality to be in action, to activate it in every aspect of our lives. Yes? All right, y'all. All right. So that's what I wanted to share today. I hope that resonates with you, right? I hope it resonates with you and you can apply it, right? So that you can apply it in your life. All right, y'all. All right. So, again, the name of the show is Severance. And if you check it out, keep what I'm sharing with you in mind when you're watching it, right? Because it just all came together for me when I was watching it over these last couple of weeks. It's about integration, it's about alignment, it's about wholeness, right? We're living our lives alive, fully alive in all that we do. All right. All right. So let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. So let me put up the joy news banner. There we go. So, first thing I want to share is Friday. Friday at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director and senior minister. We are having our first in-person service this year on Friday. This Friday, July 22nd, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Is taking place at the Tapan Reformed Church, where we would normally have services in the Man's Barn, but the Man's Barn had a fire. So now we're going to have our Friday evening service once a month, one Friday a month at the sanctuary. So it's on the same property. You just go to the sanctuary this Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll also be online, so we'll be streaming on Facebook and we'll be on Zoom. But if there's any technical issues, because this is our first time using that space, just know if you don't see us, that we had technical issues. So hopefully you'll be with me in person. I don't want to be in the sanctuary all by myself, y'all. So please come and join me on Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Then on Sunday, let me just put up Rockland CSL. That's where you can find more information, rocklandcsl.org. Okay? Go to our website, see all the information there. That also means on Sunday, we will not be having Sunday service because we're having our Sunday service on Friday, right? All right. But what we will be doing on Sunday is living life in joy, 10:30 a.m. The July is me sharing, replaying my sermons. So please join me on Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Built for Play sermon, right? Because July, we're still in our play. We're still in our play. So please join me for that. So as a heads up, I've been sharing that I will be taking a hiatus. In August, I will be on vacation for most of that month. I'm doing some traveling. So I will have some surprise live pop-up shows. So please tune in for that. Well, tune in regardless. You never know when I might pop up and do a live show. All right. All right. So as I shared, I wanted to give an update on Sekou. And what I'm going to do is just share. Let me pull it up. I'm going to share a post that I posted this morning. And this will give you the information. So I'm just going to read this. And so this is a repost that I posted this morning from Rev Joella Darby. And she's in Nashville, Tennessee. She's a reverend at one of the churches that Sekou attends and his mother's church. So I share with you all that Sekou is in the hospital. I didn't go into any details, and I'm not going to go into much detail now either, out of respect for his privacy. But this is posted, and I will share this with you. And this is posted with the permission of his parents. So on Thursday, July 14th, Sekou suffered a major health challenge, and he is in the hospital. Sekou is in the middle of a charity run, as we all know, right? And has been running every day for over a month to rate for over a year. Thursday was his 409th day. And I knew something was wrong when I didn't see day 410 and he wasn't on the show and he didn't do his show and all of those things. So I knew something was wrong. So he's been running for over a year to raise money for several organizations serving the unhoused communities. We all know that he's also training for the marathon, the New York City Marathon, and he's raising money for Back on My Feet, right? So Reverend Darby had the idea to encourage Sekou, by all of us running for him, right? So Reverend Darby shared this idea with Sekou's mother and then later with Sekou, asking if he would let her invite others to join her in running for him. And Sekou was encouraged by this idea. So this is where the Congregation of Joy comes in, right? So Reverend Darby is asking all of us to join in running for Sekou. So Sekou is working to support Back on My Feet. And we know that Back on My Feet combats homelessness through the power of fitness, running, resiliency, and discipline. So let's all come together, support Sekou by running for Sekou. And as Sekou gets back on his feet, let's get up on ours. Now, I don't promise. So this is Reverend Darby's post. This is what she's saying. So she's not promising to post every day like Sekou did. But if you run or walk for Sekou, please post it with the hashtag running for Sekou. And so on my page, all this information is there, along with the information to support his efforts to raise money for Back on My Feet. So you will see all that information on my Melissa Mora Nobles page. Okay? All right. So let's just send love and light, continuous love and light to Sekou. Let's know that every single day he's getting better and better and better and better. All right. All right. All right. All right. So peace and blessings, everybody. Oh, Tim, I'm just seeing your post. Yes, don't be discouraged if you haven't found your calling yet. You could find it at any stage of your life. That is so true, Tim. And that's a great way to end today's show. Don't be discouraged. Be encouraged. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Tim. Thank you all who were able to find me today and were with me live today. I will figure out what I have done wrong so that I can make sure that the connection is correct. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes, and running for Sekou. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are. I purposely wore his shirt today. So let me just move this. Yes, we are doing it. We are doing it today for Sekou every day. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. I'll say it again. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.